Oh, Aquapolis, a very interesting set in the e-reader era. Why do I say that? Because it's hyped up a lot. People love it, it's cool, but it introduced a very interesting type of card to the card game, a grail for many collectors, and that is the crystal card. Specifically from this set, you have the crystal Kingdra and Nidoking are oftentimes forgotten about, but those are the other two crystals in the set. Lugia is one of those cards that people love, people want. It's one of the most expensive cards in this era. People clown me for saying clear cut. I'm not gonna say clear cut.
Cut it out. I love
The Lugia is known as the chase. It's known as the grail from Aquapolis. The crystal Pokemon would end up being years later a type of card that is beloved by so many collectors. You think about the crystal Charizard from Skyridge. It's not about Skyridge, but is an example. Having been released January 15th, 2003, it was the first set released in 2003. We are now 4 years post 1999, 4 years post base set being released. Popularity definitely, as I explained in my last video, was dipping, but years later, this set is super popular. What's so cool about this set, not just including the crystals, is that there is a holo section of this set with a lot of holos. There are 32 holos in this set, so there are 3 crystals and 32 holos. This set is awesome, but in my opinion, it's probably third on my list between Expedition and Skyridge. Skyridge being just the most iconic, and then Expedition being crazy slept on, and then for me it goes Aquapolis. Not saying the set isn't cool, it's very cool. I just want to preface that before the comment trolls go, this set is awesome, what are you talking about? The set is awesome, it's just, in my opinion, third on the list when it comes to Expedition and Skyridge. I mean, you have awesome cards like Arcanine Holo, Entei Holo, Espeon Holo, Executor Holo. You can't forget about Houndoom and Executor. I already said Executor, shit.
You already forgot. You already forgot about Executor.
Can't forget about Executor. I said Executor and forgot Executor. You have Ninetales, you have Scizor, you have Slowking, you have Steelix, you have Suicune, Umbreon, and Tyranitar. Every single one of those Pokemon that I named are all banger Pokemon, are all sick Pokemon. Yes, there's really no starters in this set, but there's a lot of alternative cool Pokemon that if I was a Pokemon trainer in the Pokemon world, I'd run an Umbreon on my team. I'd run a Tyranitar on my team. I probably wouldn't run Executor on my team, but Executor is still cool. No hate to Executor. Ninetales is cool. I mean, not a huge fan of Ninetales, but it's a cool Pokemon based on the Ninetale Fox. Based on Naruto, shout out my Naruto fans, you know the Ninetale Fox. You have legendaries. You got the Suicune, you got the Entei. You got a pseudo-legendary and Arcanine. So the holo pattern and the holo set, the 32 holos are amazing, and the 3 crystals are really cool. I think even the bulk common cards, Kangaskhan, Growlithe, Sneasel. So you have amazing holo cards, crystal cards, and common and uncommon cards. So the art across the board is amazing. I love this art style, this hand-drawn, almost truly like hand-drawn and no extra 3D or lifelike realism, which I like those types of cards too, but this art style is so reflective of the time period, which makes it a really cool art time capsule, along with, obviously it's a super scarce set, but I think the art style makes it so coveted to even, try to master set or collect all of. So the 2002, 2003 cards, while few exist, are just so cool to see because it was representative of a time that is definitely past, and you kind of can see, oh, well, where was pop culture at the time? Where was the Pokemon Company at the time through these arts and these sets? Star Squad Aquapolis is one of those sets that turns heads, that people perk up when they hear it. It's a grail for so many, and it's just overall a really amazing set, and the fact that it introduced a card like a crystal card that is pretty historic in the Pokemon franchise, and a type of card that's so historic for collectors, the crystal Lugia and the crystal Charizard, and 2 cards that are worth a lot and are grails for so many collectors, just makes Aquapolis such an historic set. Still not as cool as Expedition in my opinion, but you can argue with me about that in the comments. But Star Squad, I've enjoyed talking about Aquapolis, a set that paved the way for Pokemon and collecting vintage, and I am super excited to talk about the next set, Skyridge, but also just appreciate this set and this time for what it was, and I had a blast talking about it. Star Squad, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.